It's dinner time at the Cornerstone Rescue Mission. The mission here is to provide a safe place for the homeless male population in Rapid City. An estimated 877 people are considered homeless in town. It's a number that's nearly doubled in 12 months, a number that is disproportionate for a city this size. John Hewitt has just one of many stories full of struggles. A man who used to have a good job as a supervisor at a manufacturing company. He had a home and then lost it all after a workplace accident.
It's frustrating. It's scary. It destroys your self-esteem.
At rock bottom, John walked the streets of Rapid City at night. He slept in a local library during the day, a brief escape from the elements.
The cold, for one. I mean, being homeless in Texas would be a lot different than being homeless up here. We don't get negative 25 degrees weather. I mean, here you could actually die from being homeless.
For someone who used to have it all, having nothing was a shock to the system.
Oh, very shocking. I mean, you go from, a family life and everything, and then suddenly, you don't have a home to live in anymore. There used to be a saying, when I did work, that, we're all just 2 paychecks away from being homeless. I find that being more and more true nowadays.
So this is home?
Yeah. It's been my home for a couple years between my car and the tent and the mission.
This is Dean Lawrence, a 1980 graduate of the University of South Dakota. A 1989 Mercury Grand Marquis is what he calls home. He used to make $50,000 a year before he lost his job. Now he's lucky to make a few bucks. A life full of memories has taken a back seat. Dean is just one of hundreds who are working through a weave of government paperwork, programs that are flat broke. A situation that some say sets you up to fail.
It's extremely difficult to succeed, yes. It's just the way it is.
As the city's community development manager, Garcia says she's seen the struggles firsthand, especially for single homeless men. The waiting list for subsidized housing in Pennington County is endless. The waiting list for Section 8 housing vouchers is 2 years, and those vouchers will go to families first, leaving single males like Dean and John at the end of the line.
In any community, you get warm and fuzzy about children and families. You aren't so warm and fuzzy about a single 40-something man. When you're a donor who has money to give and you want to get that warm and fuzzy from your donation, things that are geared around children and families are what people want to give to.
The issues for the homeless are complex and layers thick. Imagine having no identification. It's pretty tough to get a job with no ID, but getting the proper identification can run up to $85. A lot of money for someone who's still looking for work.
I see a lot of people sitting around there and all they need is an ID or a birth certificate or, to get your Social Security card. It's a vicious cycle to get a job. They could get a job. And they're not able to because there's no funding for that. They don't have the money. They can't get the money because they can't get a job.
The lack of work forces many to live on the streets. The latest homeless count found people living in burrows, along hillsides, even nesting in trees. It's a silent message begging to be heard.
To appreciate what you have, and to realize there's people out there that have nothing. I know people that have, they have a jacket and some clothes on them, and that's all they own.
That's all they have.
That's all they have. And they don't know when their next meal's going to be.